Hi guys. Um, Basically what I want to do tonight is speak on your capacity to win. And when you speak on capacity, you're thinking about limitations. And basically on every level that you're on, there's a capacity. You see what I'm saying? In capacity, everyone, we pretty much know capacity is, but just to break it down real quick, if I was to go to a club and say that I want to throw a party, one of the questions I'm going to ask is, what is your capacity? That means the amount of people that will be able to fit into the club or the lounge or the venue, basically. Once I know the capacity, I know how much I'm able to make from that venue. So we want to apply that same way of thinking when it comes to our business, because you're on a level and your level has a capacity before you actually can go to the next level. But it has a capacity. There's only so much you could do on the level that you're on. And a lot of times we're on that one level and we're so comfortable with where we are that we stay stuck. And we stop moving, we stop going forward, we stop pressing towards, that next level, that next dimension in our life. And it's so important for us to be able to, go back to the drawing board, sit down and say, okay, I've accomplished these goals now. And now it's time to create new ones because I've reached my limitations on the level that I'm on. And I've seen so many people in life who have been on this one level, and every year they're on that same level. Every year it's the same thing. There's nothing new. The same level they were on last year, they're on this year. The same level they're on this year, they're probably going to be on next year, because they haven't understand that there is a limitation to that level. And the only way to actually grow to whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, whether it's billionaire status, whether it's to improve your life, your lifestyle, you're going to have to do something different, because now you're preparing to occupy an entirely different space. You see what I'm saying? Like, remember, this level that you're on, it's a venue, but that venue capacity might only be 125 people. You see what I'm saying? Let's say that 125 people represents 125,000. After it's reached its capacity, there's no more you can earn on that level. So, with that in mind, your next level, the capacity is bigger. You know what I mean? Let's say the capacity on your next level is 1,500 people. And let's say that 1,500 people represents 1.5 million. If you stay on the level that you're on, your income will not change. Your life will not change. Your lifestyle will not change. You're going to have to do something different, because this venue is requiring more of you. This life is requiring more of you. The lifestyle that you desire is requiring more of you. And from my own personal experience, I stayed on this one particular level, and it seemed like I couldn't shake it. Like, it was like there was nothing that I could do in my own might, my own strength. It was like there was nothing that I could do to get out of that level, but it was because of how I was thinking. I wasn't thinking capacity. I was thinking that, it's me. I'm doing something wrong. Something about the way I'm doing it. No, it was time for me to go to the next level. And once I accepted the fact that, I couldn't stay where I was, then things began to change. Things began to turn around. Things began to shift. And I began to accept the fact that, who I am is who I'm supposed to be. Even if people have a problem with who you are, if they have a problem with your purpose, if they have a problem with your success, that has nothing to do with you. You have to still get it in your mind that you're going to still grind and still focus on that purpose, still go forward and still do what you're supposed to do. Because when you do what you're supposed to do, you're going to reap the reward and the harvest. It's about the people, but only to a certain extent. You can't let what other people feel like they couldn't do. You can't allow them to make you feel like you can't do it. You got to go hard for what you see. You got to go hard for your vision. You got to go hard for your purpose. Regardless. You just got to go hard. I remember many years ago, like I met this older woman, and she told me, she was like, one day you're gonna speak. I see you writing books. I see you doing a lot with your life. When she was speaking to me, honestly, I could not see it. I was like, what in the world is she talking about? But she was speaking to the purpose that was in me, and that's what I'm doing now. What I'm doing now is not about me. It's about me speaking to your purpose, because you have a purpose that you've been failing to listen to. And you haven't been around the right people to speak to that vision. So that vision has been lying dormant inside of your spirit. And you have to be the one to activate it. Because when you do, the things that you've been wanting to do, whether it's been to write your own film, whether it's been to publish your own book, open your own boutique, whatever it is, start your own financial company, start your own consulting business, whatever it is, you are able to tap inside of something in you that can manifest that. But you got to understand that where you are, it's not working no more, because there was only a certain capacity there. So you can't stay there anymore. And saying that, my friends don't believe in me, that's not an excuse. My family's not supporting me. That's not an excuse. Because what you've been given, God's the one that gave it to you. It has nothing to do with whether people support you or not. Because when you stop focusing on you, stop thinking about what you're going through, and start thinking about, hey, I could do this for somebody else. My biggest goal in life is not how much I can make. Of course I have financial goals, but it's how many people can I help? Because the more people you help to accomplish their dreams, the more you're going to be able to accomplish in your own life. And the problem is that there's so many people have been focusing on I, what they're going through. You know what I mean? They haven't been focused on the purpose. And the purpose is always bigger than where you are, what you're going through, what it looks like, what you don't have, what you do have. Those are all temporary situations. So what you want to start looking at, at where you're going, where you're headed, because the temporary situations, they're going to pass. And since we already know that they're going to pass, then why are you allowing distractions to keep you where your capacity has already shown you that you've overgrown that level in your life? You've already overgrown it. Like, you've already tapped out in that level. You know what I mean? Where I was last year, I'm not there this year. You know what I mean? We started TriX Legacy. We a full printing company. I'm in the lab right now. Equipment behind me. I'm the president of that company. I started Mobile Life. You know what I mean? I just published 2 books. And it's not about that. It's about the fact that I set a goal and realized that last year I hit my capacity. So this year I knew that it was going to require more of me. So I'm going to do more in 2016 than I did in 2015. Because every year, every month, every week, there should be some type of increase in your life, some type of development in your life. If there isn't, then you've stopped at the level that you're on. Like, you've allowed that capacity to stop your growth from the next dimension. And really what I want you to get out of this is, don't be limited by the level you're on. The level that you're on has an expiration date. If you're not holding on to those milk cartons in your refrigerator when they expire, then why are you holding on to that level in your life where you've reached a capacity and you've reached your expiration date? Why are you holding on to it? Why? it doesn't make any sense for you to continue to do that. So since you know that that level is no longer supposed to be a part of your life, then you got to cut the cord. Let it go. Let it be finished. Let it be done. And move on with your life. Stop sitting around being a victim of the things that you've been through, because the only person that's suffering from the things that you've been through is you. So why do you keep allowing yourself to suffer the things that you've been through? Elevate. Graduate that level. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense anymore to be in the second grade. Even then, you were in the second grade. The only thing you thought about was going to the third grade. So why now as an adult, you could be on one level and not be thinking about the next level? It doesn't make any sense. You didn't do it when you were a child. Why do it as an adult? You know, you got to go forward. You got to go higher. You got to go ahead. You got to touch that mark. You got to stop saying that I don't have enough, because you'll never have enough. You got to start taking the little bit that God has given you and start increasing it. Start doing things outside the box. You don't have a car. Cool. Walk. Because when you walk, you're showing the universe, hey, I'm willing to earn that next level. You see what I'm saying? Whatever it is you need, do it. Earn the next level. Stop complaining what you don't have, and show the universe, show God, show your creator that you really, really want it. Work for it. Bust your butt off. Do whatever you got to do to earn that. People look at my life and say, hey, you accomplished this, you accomplished that. It's not about that. I bust my ass for everything. Regardless of where I am, all I see is the next level. So whatever I'm on, if I haven't seen the fullness of the promise that I've been shown, guess what? I'm going higher. Because I know I'm going to make more on that next level than I did the last one. So I'm going to elevate. I'm going to push. I'm going to grind. I'm going to stay focused. I'm going to do more every year, every week, every month. I'm going to do more, because much is given, much is required. And it's time to stop with that foolishness as adults. Like, why are you whining and complaining about things instead of grinding? Get you a plan. Write down a vision. Get a dream board. Lay it out. Put it in front of you. Look at it every day. Write some affirmations and grind. I'm telling you, if you grind, you're going to get money. And I heard Lil Wayne say that, and to me that was the dopest thing I ever heard in my life. There's no way for you to not get money if you grind. So if you're not getting money, then guess what? You're not grinding. If you're not getting to where you need to go, then guess what? You're not grinding. If no one's helping you, then guess what? You're not helping anyone else. It's plain and simple. Stop blaming people. Start looking at you. Start looking in the mirror every day you wake up and ask yourself, what can I do for somebody else today? Don't look at you. Don't look at your problems. Don't look at your situations. Grind. Peace.